Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is Windows Server 2025 Complete Master Course from Zero to Expert, and this is fourth video in this course. And in today's video we are going to basically install Windows Server 2025 desktop experience. So we discussed in previous session there are two modes of Windows Server 2025 installation. First one is desktop experience mode and second one is core mode, where you will get only the command prompt and all the administration tasks need to be done from the command prompt only. And desktop experience have full GUIs installation. So let's get um, and deploy our first virtual machine in this course. So I'm using basically VMware workstation on my Windows 11 machine, which I explained in previous session. So we are going to create a new virtual machine, brand new virtual machine on Windows Server, uh, basically on the VMware workstation, and then we are going to install Windows Server 2025. So these are the high level steps. Basically create a new virtual machine on Windows Server workstation and choose the installation type, and then select the guest operating system name and location, and then configure the hardware, and then start the virtual machine. And once the server is VM is booted from uh, ISO image, you can go ahead and install the Windows Server 2025. So let's get started. So this is where we are starting our hands-on lab. So this is going to be a first video in this course where we are going to basically create our virtual machine with Windows Server 2025. So I highly recommend, if you are using VMware workstation or Hyper-V, make sure your environment looks clean. Like if you see my environment, I have a basically created different folder for each course or each lab. So I have a Kubernetes lab, I have a RDS lab, same as master image and all. So it is highly recommend to organize your virtual machine correctly. So I'll go ahead and first create a one folder called, let's call it Windows Server 2025, and then inside this I'm going to create all my virtual machines. So now uh, I'll go here and create my first virtual machine. So click here, and then I'll go with typical custom. If you want to do a very advanced setting, you can go and use a uh, custom advanced also, but most probably typical is going to work very well for server VM creation. So I'll go ahead and click next, and then this is the operating system. So you can install operating system later, or you can select the ISO. So I'll go ahead and select my ISO. So my ISO is basically sitting here. So inside my ISO repository, I'll go to Microsoft and then server and Windows Server 2025, and I'll select my ISO image and then click next. Once you click next, it will ask you Windows product key and all these details. So you can basically skip this. So yes, and then I'll put my virtual machine name here. Put Win2K25 DC01. So I'm going to promote this server as a domain controller later on in this course. So I'll name it Win2K25 DC01. Click next, and then you can select the disk as per your requirements. I'll go ahead and put 101 gig, so it will be 100 gig around inside the window. So click next, and I'm going to use the store virtual disk as a single file. Click next, and then I'll click on finish. Now I'll move this virtual machine in the folder which we have created. So you can see the virtual machine is now moved to folder Windows Server 2025, and if I click here, then you will see all the configurations. So I'll go ahead and modify the settings here. So the very first thing, I'll go ahead and change the memory to 8 gig, and then processor I'll go and change to 4 processor. Basically I have a single processor in my machine, so single processor and 4 core, and then uh, the disk is fine, the ISO is attached, and floppy I'll go ahead and remove. Network side, I'll go ahead use my basically WAN network which is created inside VMware workstation. USB I'll remove, sound also I'll remove. So this is now ready to power on. So I'll go ahead and power on this virtual machine. So now you can see press any key to boot from CD or DVD. So I'll go ahead and press my space button, and now you can see it's loading Windows Server. It's loading Windows P. I'll go ahead, click next, and I agree. I'll install Windows Server. Basically, click next, and now it's going to check few things, and then this is very important. This is what we are going to install: Windows Server 2025 standard desktop experience or data center desktop experience. So I'll use data center desktop experience. So click next, and now I'll accept. And now this is the disk which we have attached to this virtual machine. I'll go ahead and click next now. And now install Windows Server 2025 data center desktop experience and keep nothing. So this is a brand new installation. So I'll go ahead and click on install. So now it will start the installation. So installation is going to take, in my lab environment, my machine is pretty much fast with the NVMe disk, and also it will take approx 5 minutes to get the installation done. And once the installation done, we need to do some post installation task, which is initial server configuration and best practices. So the very first thing, we will rename the server, use the meaningful host name. So we will use the Win2K25 DC01. This is going to be a first domain controller, and follow your naming convention if you have some naming convention in your infrastructure. Then configure a administrator account, use a strong password, avoid using built-in administrator account for daily tasks. And then we are going to configure the static IP address and DNS. And then this is very important, make sure your Windows is updated up to latest, and enable Windows update for to take automatic update. And then this is also important task, set your date, time zone and all. So set correct date and time and configure the correct time zone. And then configure Windows firewall on, make sure your firewall is always on and only required services or ports are allowed from Windows firewall. This is very important for security. So once the installation is done, we are going to perform this post installation task. So I'm going to pause the recording here. Once the installation is done, I'll resume from there. So now the installation is done. I'll go ahead and configure my password. And then once you done the installation, the very first task, if you are installing Windows Server in VMware workstation or VMware environment, basically you need to install a VMware tool. So that's what I am going to do. So right click on the virtual machine and then click on install VMware tools. So this is very important step. Go here and accept, and then I'll cancel this, and then I'm going to run the setup for VMware tools. So you can see here preparing VMware tools for installation. I'll go ahead, click on next and install. So this will start the installation for VMware tools, and this is going to be a quick, less than 1 minute. And then once the installation is done, you go ahead and reboot your machine. So still installing. Now you can see almost installation is done. I'll go ahead and click on finish and restart. So now this will restart my virtual machine. So it's booting now, post reboot, and we got our login screen. So I'll hit Ctrl Alt Del and then try to log in. And one more thing, after this, the very first thing, you should basically set your resolution for desktop. So I'll go in properties basically, and display settings, and here since my display is 4K, so it's giving you option basically display resolution of 4K. So I'll go ahead and scale the basically display to 200%. So it will be easy for me and my recording also to get the visual clear. So now you can see the machine is booted and everything good. So the very first thing, as we discussed, we need to configure rename the server. So I'll go ahead and rename the server to something, let's say Win2K25 DC01, and then we need to basically make sure our firewall is on. So here you can see my firewall is on for all the profile, domain, private and public. So this is good. So I'll reboot my machine in some time. So now let's verify the IP address configuration. So next thing is basically password. We have already configured password, and now I'm going to set the static IP address for this machine. So as of now, you should be able to see this has taken IP address from my DHCP network, DHCP which is available on network. So I'll go ahead and configure manual IP address here. So I'll disable IPv6, and then I'll configure, let's say 192.168.0.11, and then I'll configure the subnet mask /24 and then the gateway, and then since this is going to be my primary domain controller, so I'll configure the same as a preferred DNS, and then alternative DNS I'll configure gateway as of now. So click OK, and now this is good. And now the next thing is we need to basically configure our time zone and time. So I'll go here and change the time zone to match my time zone basically. So plus UTC plus 5:30. So apply, OK. So now everything is good, firewall is on, and last thing we should basically go ahead and do our Windows patching. So I'll go here in the settings and Windows updates, and then you should basically check for update. So make sure your server is always patched and updated. Click on check for update, and also I'll go ahead and reboot my machine since I renamed this machine. So now once the server is patched and rebooted, go ahead and validate everything is good. And also you should go and verify your you have a single drive which is rename this disk if you want. So I'll renamed it to OS disk, and then we are good to go ahead and remove the CD drive which is attached to this virtual machine. So I'll go ahead and remove this. So this is done. So now if I go here on the local server, you should be able to see post reboot hostname is changed, IP address is configured, your firewall is on, and time zone is also changed. So this is pretty much which the part of initial server configuration best practices. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate your support. See you in the next video where we are going to basically install our first Windows Server 2025 core server, which is going to be totally command prompt based. So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.